When setting up an account, there are two ways to go with this. You can go directly to Pinterest.com and then get on the waiting list. Or you can take the quicker route. If you know somebody or have a friend online at Facebook or Twitter, what they can do is they can send you a invite. And then from that invite, you'll receive an email, and from that email, you'll click on it. It'll give you an option to sign in with your Facebook or with your Twitter account. Me personally, I use Facebook in order to sign up with that. Now you can also unlink them later on, but they use that as a control for spam and also one way to help you to be able to find other people on there. Now once you've gotten your invitation and you've set up your account, this is what the screen that you'll see right here. You'll have your profile account. Obviously you'll have your email in here like I have here, and you can also click on there to change email settings for notifications, whether you want to receive a notification if somebody has pinned one of your pins or somebody's followed your board. It's a personal preference. Me, I prefer to keep them on the default settings to where I do get notified, because I specifically want to know if somebody replies to a board so I can respond back, and there's a good reason for that also. One reason being that when you comment on there, that also gives you more visibility, because somebody will be able to see you, and they're also more apt to engage in a conversation as well. So my personal preference is to keep them on. Again, this is a personal preference. And then you want to put your first name and your last name. Now if you're setting up an account with a business, now I recommend having two accounts, a business account and having one for personal, just for you, for your own personal. Now it can be a double-edged sword if you happen to be like myself, like a social media consultant, because basically I am my business. So it really goes to whatever business model you're following. But I definitely recommend having at least two accounts on here. They don't restrict you in that. So you'll fill in your name like I have my name, and you'll pick a username. It'll tell you whether it's a valid username, whether you can use it. And then you want to include some information about yourself. Now the information is limited, at this time it's limited to 200 characters, spaces included. So you want to put that much in there, like I say, 200 characters information. Now you can also include a link in there if you want. That's fine. It's no problems with that. Then you'll also want to include a location. As you see in here, I have Houston, Texas. Then also you want to include a website. Now if you're having a business specifically and you're marketing, you're branding a business, not yourself, then you'll want to put your business website in here. In this case, because I am a social media consultant and my business, my brand is me, I have my blog in there. And as in some of the later lessons, I'll explain the importance of being able to do this as well. What this also does is create a backlink, a very powerful backlink. Now if you notice down here at the bottom of my screen, it shows the Alexa ranking. Probably I'll have to blow this up so you can see it. But right now, I'm getting an Alexa ranking, or rather a backlink from a site that's got a 60 Alexa ranking. And if you understand Alexa ranking, the lower the better. So that's pretty good. Now you have one here. The next thing, your image. You can either upload a new image or you can take the image that you have from your Facebook. You just click refresh from Facebook, or if you connected it with your Twitter account, which I highly recommend, you refresh it from Twitter. Now you have on here the link to Facebook and add Pinterest to Facebook timeline. If you're branding yourself, I highly recommend keep these on. If you got a business, I highly recommend to keep these on. You can also click on there, find Facebook friends on Pinterest. When you click there, it'll open up a separate window and you'll be able to give it authorization, and then you can choose to give invites or send invites to your Facebook friends. That's also a good one. Then also here, link to Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, I recommend getting a Twitter account. These work really well together. And then you'll want to link it to a Twitter account. When you click on, it'll also pop up in another screen, and then you'll be able to put in your password information, or if you're already logged in. Now, that's one other thing I recommend. Prior to setting up your account, I recommend go ahead and log into your Twitter account and then open up another tag and log into your Facebook. It'll go a lot quicker and easier if you do that. Now, one other thing here, you have visibility. You do not want to have hide Pinterest profile from search engines. You want yours to be indexed. That is, if you want exposure, if you have a business and you want to get exposure and indexed in Google and the other search engines, make sure this is off. And then you click Save Profile. Now you've got it. Now let me show you a little bit about the inner workings of it, or what some of these things mean. Now once your account is set up, you'll see over here to the right, repins. It shows who's been repinning or repinning your pins on there. It shows how many boards here. It'll show how many boards that you have, and we'll be discussing how to do boards in one of the next lessons as well. Also shows how many times you pinned. You see there, it's pretty self-explanatory, and how many times you did any likes, what kind of activity, and also if you want to edit your profile, again you click there and this takes you back to this screen that we were at before.